everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Darian and welcome to yet another weekly reading vlog. I'm starting this vlog a little late. It is Wednesday today, so apologies for that, but let me catch you up on what I've been up to the past few days. I just wasn't mentally available to vlog, but today I'm feeling, well, am I feeling better? That's debatable, but anyways, let's just catch you up on what you missed. If you saw my past few vlogs, I am vlogging throughout the month of March for the Tis the Damn Readathon. So if you saw last week's vlog, it ended with me going to see Conan Gray, and oh my god, that was so much fun. It was such a great concert. He is so good live and he has such great energy. Like, you could tell he was just having so much fun, and that just made all of us have so much fun. And like, the whole crowd knew all the words to all the songs, and I definitely cried at Astronomy. If you know, you know. I just love him so much. Like, he just seems like such a joyful guy, but also like he writes really sad songs, so yeah, but he just makes me really happy and I'm really glad I saw him. So that was amazing. That was super fun. And also, if you saw last week's vlog, I did start reading Alatsaway last week and it took me all week to read it. I only finished it last night, and it's weird because I really liked it. Like, I ended up giving it 4.5 stars and I was kind of expecting it to be 5 stars. Like, I thought maybe it would be like a new favorite book of all time, and it just wasn't. But I think it's also maybe I didn't read it at the right time, because I have a feeling upon reread I would maybe give it the full 5 stars. But like, I really liked it. I loved the writing and I can't wait to read more from Darcy Little Badger, and now I have her sophomore book, so I can read that soon, hopefully. But I love the story, I love the writing, I loved Ellie as a main character, and I thought they would talk more about her asexuality in the book, but I did like how, like, they mentioned it, but there wasn't like a huge conversation around it. So I did like that, because I feel like in every book I've read where a character is ace, there's always like a conversation about it, and like, I think that's great to see, but it's also nice to see it in a book so casually and no one's like, are you sure? Let's have a talk about it. Like, is this what you really want? What if you find the right person one day? Like, it was just kind of nice how everyone was like, yeah, she's asexual. And anyways, so I definitely really appreciated that. I also loved her friend Jay. He was so cute. I loved him. He was just like such a great friend, and he was just willing to do anything. He was willing to follow her into danger. And obviously I loved Kirby, her ghost dog. And the book was also really funny. Like, I feel like no one talks about how funny this book is, but there were several parts that made me laugh out loud. So yeah, I really liked that book. I just feel like maybe I read it at the wrong time. I don't know, like, there was just something about it that didn't give me 5-star feelings, but like I said, I feel like if I reread it, it would be 5 stars. But anyways, I finished that book. I can't remember what prompt it was for the Tis the Damn Readathon, but I know for the Gear Up Aurelium Readathon, I read it for like the Animal Companion, what was it called? I don't remember. But it was something, it was some prompt for that, and I don't remember what it was for the Tis the Damn Readathon, so I will check that after. But today I actually started 2 books. The first one, I started listening to the audiobook for Beartown by Frederick Bachman, and I'm buddy reading this with Sarah from Sarah's Shelves. I'm not very far into it. I've only listened to like the first few hours, but this is a book I've been wanting to read for a long time, especially since I've read A Man Called Uva by Frederick Bachman, which I really loved. And this book follows this like small hockey town. Like, this town is obsessed with hockey, and as someone who lives in Canada, I feel like I can relate to that. Especially there's one character who just really does not care about hockey, and I'm like, girl, I feel you. I know what it's like to be surrounded by hockey lovers. Well, my family was never like super into hockey, but definitely some of my friends, especially in high school, I feel like everyone was just into hockey. Anyways, but yeah, it's about the small hockey town, and I do know that the story deals with sexual assault at one point. I haven't gotten to that part yet, but I am definitely interested so far. There are a lot of characters, so I'm having a bit of trouble keeping them all straight, especially with the audiobook, because I can't like go back easily and be like, okay, wait, who's who? Like, it's like this person is this person's wife and this person's dad, and this girl likes this guy, but this guy likes this girl, and I'm like so hopefully I'll have that all figured out. But I started that, and then I also started A Sky Beyond the Storm by Saba Tahir. This is the last book in the Ember in the Ashes series. It's been a long time coming, but she's finally doing it. I'm only like 16 pages in, but I've already started tabbing it. I doubt you can see that. I don't know how well. There's a few, I don't know, but I bought, I think I mentioned it. Did I mention this? I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but I bought some clear tabs because the tabs I've been using since I started tabbing, which is like almost 2 years ago, The first book I ever tabbed was actually the second Ember in the Ashes book. But anyways, I decided to buy some clear tabs because like I don't mind the like not clear tabs too much, but I feel like it just is easier with this because I'm not blocking any words out or anything. And like upon reread of those books, I doubt I'm gonna be like confused by anything, but I don't know. I just thought it looks nicer too. And I do have some highlighters and I want to highlight this book. I'm probably gonna like, because I didn't bring these with me to school, so I'm probably gonna highlight some of the tabs I already put in. I'm kind of nervous because I've never highlighted in my books before, but I'm also kind of excited because I really love the aesthetic. Like I always see people on Bookstagram posting pictures of their books that are all highlighted and all tabbed, and it just looks so nice. So I want to be that girl, okay? I want to be a tabbing, highlighting girl. So we're gonna do that. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, so also, I don't know what this counts for also for the Tisdale readathon, but I'll make sure to let you guys know at some point in this vlog. But this was also gonna be used for the Gear Up Aurelian readathon, which like she said we could go past the 1 week, so it's fine. And this was for like my weapon. I can't remember what the actual word was, but it was for my weapon, and it was to read a book that was in a quartet, and my weapon is like some sort of bonk, what is it called? I don't remember. Okay, my brain is not working right now. I've had like a weird past few days in terms of my mental health, and I can tell I'm starting my period soon. My body is preparing and I do not feel great, so that's why my brain is a little foggy right now. But anyways, so that's my update. That's everything you missed over the past few days. But it is, like I said, Wednesday. It is almost 7. And my plan for tonight is to work on my diamond painting still. I am like, well, I'd say I'm about halfway done. And I'm just like, I love my evenings now, just doing my diamond painting. It's like the best part of my day. I love it so much. So I'm gonna do that and listen to Beartown, and then probably read some of Sky Beyond the Storm and just have a chill evening. And then I have school tomorrow, but it's fine. I'm not even thinking about that yet because we're just gonna relax tonight. Okay, so yeah, so that's my update. Welcome to the vlog, and I'll talk to you guys soon. It's Sunday now. It's been a few days since I have updated this vlog. I have been kind of going through it these past few days. I have not been feeling well. Like I mentioned the other day, my period was coming soon. I finally got it yesterday, but the days leading up to it, I felt so dizzy. Like, I often feel dizzy when I'm on my period, but this was like on another level. I didn't go into work yesterday because I really wasn't feeling well. I wasn't able to really do anything. So the past few days have just kind of been a blur, but I'm feeling a lot better today. So I just filmed my April TBR and it went really well, which is very exciting because often doesn't go well. But yeah, it went really well. So I filmed that. I'm happy to like finally be able to do things, but I figured I should update you guys on my reading and stuff. First of all, you did see I was watching My Neighbor Totoro the other night. It's the first time I ever watched it. It was so good. I mean, I know it would be, everyone loves that movie, but it was so good. It was so cute. I loved it so much. It might be my new favorite Ghibli movie. I don't know. Right now it's between that and Kiki's. I don't know, but I loved it. So just thought I would say that. But since I last updated, I have finished Beartown by Frederick Bachman. I know I only started it the other day, but I listened to the audiobook and I buddy read it with Sarah from Sarah's Shelves. I liked it a lot more than she did. I actually ended up giving it 5 stars. I thought it was just so well told. I love Frederick Bachman's writing, and the only other book I've read from him is A Man Called Uva, and I did like that book a lot, but I think it was like 4 stars. It wasn't my absolute favorite, but this book I loved so much. Obviously, it is very frustrating. There are, if you don't know what it's about, there are heavy trigger warnings for sexual assault in this book. Like, if that's a trigger for you, I would really stay away from this book because it really goes into it a lot. It takes place in this hockey town, and one of the boys on the hockey team sexually assaults another girl, and it's just this big issue in the town because everyone is trying so hard to come up with excuses and defending the boy who did it, and they think like there's no way he could do it, he's not that kind of guy, the girl must be lying because her dad is the one who like is the general manager of the hockey team, so like her dad must have had some vendetta against the kid. Like, it was all like they come up with so many excuses instead of simply believing her, and obviously that's sadly very realistic, and it was just so frustrating to read, and there are definitely a lot of parts that just really bothered me. So it's not an easy read, but I just thought it was written so well, and I was a little nervous about the fact that like Frederick Bachman is a cis man writing about the assault of a young girl, but I think he handled it really well. It seemed very realistic to me. I don't know if it's something that hit home for him or anything, but I thought it was just handled very well. There are also trigger warnings in this book for suicide, for homophobia and fat phobia, so just keep those in mind before you read it, but I thought it was great. I gave it 5 stars, and I do want to reread it one day so that I can like highlight. There are so many great quotes in this book, so I definitely want to reread it again and read it physically so I can highlight it, but that's not gonna be anytime soon because I need a break. But I would like to read the sequel because I do have the sequel also. So yeah, so I finished Beartown, and do I know what that counts for the Tis the Damn readathon? I don't know. Honestly, I don't feel like looking right now. I promise by the end of this video I will tell you all the prompts I fulfilled, okay? Hold me to that. The other book I've been reading is A Sky Beyond the Storm by Sabbath Tahir, and I am kind of far into it. Can you see my tabs? Look at all my pretty tabs. I am on page 203, and I did start highlighting in this book. I should have filmed like my first time highlighting, but like look how pretty it looks. I love the colors. I don't want to show you too close because I don't want to show any spoilers, but like I love the colors of my highlighters. Hold on, let me find a good one. It's pretty. I don't know, I just really like it. I find it such a fun way to read. Like, I don't know. I'm just having a great time. I was a little nervous the first time I did it, but now I'm like, wow, do I just want to highlight every book I ever read? Maybe. So I'm having a great time with this. I can't really say much about it. So far it's sad. So far I'm stressed, but I have hope. Okay? I have hope that things will turn out okay-ish. I don't think everything is going to be like wrapped up in a neat little bow by the end. I have a feeling people will die, but I do have hope about certain things. That's all I can really say. So I am hoping to read more of this probably today. Although today is, the Oscars are on tonight, and you guys didn't know me before COVID, okay? I used to be a Oscars fiend. I loved the Oscars so much. It was like one of my favorite days of the year. I would always try to watch all the Best Picture nominees and as many other nominees as I could. Like, I was obsessed with the Oscars because you may know I love film so much. And then since COVID, I really like fell behind on the new movies coming out. I didn't even watch the Oscars last year, which is like unheard of for me, but I am gonna watch them tonight. I still haven't seen many of the movies. I think I've seen 3 of the Best Picture nominees. I've seen West Side Story, Dune, and Coda, but I'm gonna watch them. We're gonna see what happens. I think it's pretty stupid that they're not airing every award. Like how it's so stupid because they're basically just saying like, hey, you guys aren't important enough to be aired, so we're cutting you out. Like, that's so stupid. Yeah, so I'm not super happy with the Oscars right now, but I don't know. I'm gonna watch it. We'll see. My mom and I are gonna order food and it should be fun. I don't know. Maybe I'll work on my diamond painting while I do it. My diamond painting is coming along. I feel like I'm just rambling, like my voice hurts right now. But I just wanted to update you guys because I've been gone for a few days. But yeah, my diamond painting is coming along. I'm like getting close to the end now. So there's that. So maybe I'll work on that while I watch it, and maybe I'll read also while I watch it. I don't know. But for now, I think I'm gonna go try to get some schoolwork done because I haven't really done much over the past few days since I haven't been feeling well. But I figured it was time to check in on you guys because it's been a few days, but I'm feeling better. I filmed a video, everything's fine, and hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon, but I can't make any promises. But yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I am extending this vlog until the end of the month. So instead of a week, it's gonna be a week and a few days. But anyways, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna stop rambling, and I promise I'll talk to you guys soon. Hello friends, it is Wednesday now. If it sounds like an airplane is taking off right now, that's because my computer, I'm exporting a video. I just finished editing my April TBR, which should premiere tomorrow, so it's out now by the time you're seeing this. I have no idea when this video will go up because I haven't even edited week 3's vlog yet, but it's fine. But anyways, hello, how are you? I figured I would give a little update because I have some updates. So I guess first of all I should talk about the Oscars. I'll just get it out of the way, the elephant in the room. Kristen Stewart, don't even talk to me. She looked so good. Like, I know some people had a problem with her wearing shorts and I was like, it's Kristen Stewart, she could do whatever she wants. Oh my god, she looked so good. I would have loved if she won, but like, I haven't seen the movie Jessica Chastain won for, but I just love Jessica Chastain. She seems like such a nice person. So I love that she won, but I just want to see Kristen win one day, you know? Also, love that Coda won. Love that Troy Kotsur won, the first deaf male actor to win an Oscar. That was really exciting. Ariana DeBose won, which was very exciting. So it was pretty good, pretty good. I don't think anything else happened. So I guess I'll just move on. But in terms of reading, I am still reading Sky Beyond the Storm. I am now on page 314. Look at all my little tabbies. If you can see, I am still reading it, still highlighting it, still tabbing it, obviously. And I am still very much enjoying it. I mean, this whole book is pretty stressful, so it's hard to say I'm enjoying it when the whole book is just like death, murder, torture, here's a bad thing, here's a bad thing, stress, anger, agony. Like, there's not a lot of light moments in this book, so it's not like I'm reading it and I'm like, wow, I'm having such a great time. But obviously it's very well written and I'm definitely very interested to see where it goes, and that's all I can really say without spoiling anything. I'm very worried about accidentally spoiling something, so that's all I'm gonna say, okay? But this is going fine. It would be great if I could finish this by tomorrow, but I still have like 200 pages left. Yeah, about 200 pages. I don't know if I could do it, especially because I need to talk to you guys about my new obsession, which is Schitt's Creek right now. So I started watching Schitt's Creek a while ago and I've been slowly watching it since then, and I've always liked it. Like, I think it's funny, I thought it was cute, I liked all the characters, but it wasn't like something I was binging. Like, I just kind of watched it every once in a while until Patrick came along. I love Patrick so much, and him and David together brings me so much joy. So now I am binging it, and last night I watched, this isn't really a spoiler, but last night I watched when Patrick sings to David and I cried so much. So now I'm like, well, I gotta keep watching, except we just found out some tea. I'm not gonna say it in case it's a spoiler, but yeah. But that's my new obsession right now, so that's been kind of getting in the way of reading this. But I have no regrets because I'm having a great time, but also I have been crying a lot, but it's fine. So it's kind of nice to have a show to be obsessed with again. Like, it's been a while. So anyways, I'm watching that, and I also started a new audiobook yesterday, I think. I started reading One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus, and it's fine. I don't know. It's a YA mystery, and it's basically Breakfast Club mixed with murder. So like, at the beginning of the book, there's 5 students who go into detention, and then one of them ends up dying in detention, and then the 4 other students are suspected of killing him. And so we're following the perspective of all 4 of the students, and they're like, what happened? I don't even know. But like, the problem is that we're in their heads, so I highly doubt one of them killed the guy, unless they're just keeping this information from us even though we're in their head, which I hate when that happens in books. Like, I mentioned that in my House of Sky and Breath vlog, because Bryce does that a lot. Like, she'll do something but we'll never know about it even though we're following her character, which makes no sense to me. So I don't know where it's going. I'm sure there's gonna be some shocking twist. I just don't love the writing. It's very cheesy, and like, these characters are just stupid. Like, so the guy who died, he died because he had like an extreme allergic reaction, and as soon as he started like choking, one of the students was like, do we have an EpiPen? Does he have an EpiPen? Can someone find his EpiPen? And then later, like, the students are talking about it, and one of the girls is telling the guy that like, oh my god, you reacted so quickly, like, I feel like I froze, and you know, I don't even know what an EpiPen is. And I was like, you don't know what an EpiPen is? Like, I thought isn't this something that everyone knows? And then in another scene, like another girl mentions like she had never heard of an EpiPen, and one guy thought it was an actual pen, and I was like, I thought, like, is this not common knowledge? And like, obviously people who need EpiPens, if they have allergies, know what it is, but I thought everybody knew what an EpiPen is. So let me know if you know what an EpiPen is. Or if you did when you were in high school. I thought this was common knowledge. I don't know. I will say there is like, they're hinting at a romance forming between two of the characters, and like, is it well written? No. Is the romance necessary? No. Am I kind of living for it? A little bit. I don't know. There's just something about it that I'm like, okay, I'll take it. But other than that, it's not that great. I don't know. I'm not super far into it yet, but that's what I've been listening to. I just wanted something fun to listen to. Like, even though this involves murder, like, I figured it would be like a easy, fun mystery to listen to, because I know, you know, I'm reading this and I just finished Beartown. Like, I needed something lighter. So even though the content isn't technically light, it's just an easy listen, you know? I think it makes sense. But yeah, so that's my reading update. So tomorrow is the last day for this readathon, and I promise tomorrow I will let you know all the prompts I completed for this readathon, okay? Or if not tomorrow, then Friday. But before this video ends, because I, once again, do not feel like looking it up right now, but I will figure it out. It's fine. Everything's fine. But yeah, so that's my update, and I think that's everything I wanted to say. And tonight I will probably watch Schitt's Creek. I still need to make a thumbnail for my video, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna watch Schitt's Creek, maybe work on my diamond painting, I don't know yet, and hopefully read. We'll see what Schitt's Creek does to me tonight, but it's fine. It's fine. So just wanted to update you guys, and I hope everyone's having a great week whenever you're watching this, and I'll talk to you hopefully tomorrow. Friday, April 1st, and the Tis the Damn Readathon is officially done. And as you just saw last night, I actually finished A Sky Beyond the Storm by Sabaa Tahir. When I started reading yesterday, I still had like 180 pages left of this book, so I didn't think I was gonna finish it, especially because like I was pretty tired. But then things started to happen, so I was like, well, I have to finish it now. So I stayed up until 2:30 last night reading this book, and I finished it, and it was I wish I could talk about it, but there's really nothing I could say that won't spoil anything. So all I'll say is that it was a very bittersweet ending. Some very sad things happened and some happy things happened, but overall I think it was the perfect ending to this series. Like, I knew it wasn't gonna end in a tight little bow. Like, these characters have gone through so much throughout the whole series, so I knew they would go through a little bit more before we got to the end, but I thought it was just so perfect. Like, and the book as a whole, like, I thought there were a few pacing issues, and I thought the book was maybe a bit too long. I thought there were points that dragged a little bit. So I think this book is more like a 4.5, but since it's the last book in a series and it just ended so well, I gave it a 5-star on Goodreads just because I felt like the series deserved it. I actually haven't given any of the other books a 5 stars, so I felt like the series as a whole deserved a 5 star. So that 5 star is more for like the whole series and not for the specific book, because I think the second book is still my favorite, and that one I still only gave 4.5 stars. And then I think this one, then the first one, and then the third one is my least favorite. Even though I still really liked it, I gave it 4 stars. Okay, don't come for me. But yeah, anyways, so this was very satisfying, and that means I squeezed in one more read for the Tis the Damn Readathon. So as promised, I'm gonna go through all the books I read and which prompts that they worked for. Alright, so let's think back to the beginning of the month. Also, I was able to complete every album except for one. One of the prompts I completed was the blank space prompt, so it's not like there's one album I didn't complete. There was actually 2, but because of the blank space prompt, it can, like, I can use that for either album I didn't complete. But the 2 I didn't were Debut and Red but the ones I did complete. So we have We Were Liars I used for Fearless, which is to read a YA book. Then I read The Last Thing He Told Me, which worked for Evermore, which was to read a mystery. By the way, I didn't count Castles in Their Bones, which I had DNF'd. I feel like I felt like I shouldn't count DNFs, so I didn't. But anyways, then City of Ashes I used for Reputation, which was to read a romance in a separate genre, because I feel like Shadowhunters is mainly fantasy and the romance is secondary to the fantasy, I think anyway. Then Heartstopper I used for Speak Now, that has a adaptation, and it said movie adaptation, but I feel like TV shows work too, so it's fine. Then Catherine House was the blank space prompt, and the prompt I used was a book that has a character's name who is also featured in a Taylor Swift song, because the main character in Catherine House is named Inez, and obviously in Betty there's a character named Inez, so that worked. Then Alatsue I used for Lover, which is to read a 5-star prediction, because I did think I would give that book 5 stars, but it was 4.5. Then Beartown I used for 1989, and I did not write. Oh yes, I remember. So 1989, the prompt was a book with a morally gray character, and like I feel like that book is full of them, full of morally gray characters. Some of them are not morally gray, they're just bad people. But other ones I feel like are morally gray, so I counted for that. And then finally, Sky Beyond the Storm I used for Folklore, which was to read a book with mythology or fairy tales or folk tales. I know this is based on like different mythologies, like Arabian mythology, and I think there's other things it's based on, so I used it for that. So those are all the prompts I completed for the 'Tis a Damn Readathon. So I didn't do too shabby, and I had a really great reading month. I read 9 books, which is pretty good. And yeah, so I want to thank Jan from Jan Agaton for hosting the readathon, as well as the other hosts, and I hope you guys liked these vlogs, and stay tuned for next month because I will be doing vlogs for the magical readathon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, if you guys watched the whole video, leave a guitar emoji for Taylor, you know. I think there's a guitar emoji. If there's not, leave like a microphone or something. But anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon with another video soon. Bye!